way back to the beginning, for those that are just getting started with the Salesforce certifications, Dominic, what tips do you have for just creating a study strategy?
So register for the test. I tell all my students in all my classes, before you leave on Friday, if I'm doing a 5-day class, register. There's nothing like a deadline to make the world change for you. I want you to think about this for a second. You don't have to raise your hand, just kind of nod. Those that I can see nod. Is there a difference between wanting to go to Hawaii and booking a ticket to Hawaii? Is there a difference? Kathleen's saying yes, right? Yeah. The world you live in while you want to go to Hawaii is awesome, but nothing really happens. But the day you USMC, the day you sign my contract, the day you book the ticket, the world shifts. Does it not? It's like, I gotta, if I'm gonna, and buy the smaller bathing suit and, and don't, right, do those things that you think about, just do it, and like, don't pack anything else, like go out weird or go out ready, but you booked a deadline. There's nothing like a deadline to drive the human to its goal achievement. They call them SMART goals, not SMAR goals, right? It's got to have a time limit on it. And not because you should achieve your goal by that time, but it gives your brain something to work toward so that you can actually work expands to fill the time available for its completion. So set a date. And you know what? If in your mind are thinking, well, how can I get the certification test for free? It's not going to be free. You might have to pay money for it, but you're going to pay in time and effort. And the path starts with registering. It's the same way when I ran a marathon. I ran a marathon in 2000, the San Diego Rock and Roll Marathon. I had signed up December 99 for the running group. I had registered for the race, and I still wasn't running. So here's the other ingredient, David. Step 2. I still wasn't running and preparing. I wasn't engaged. So I went to a group that I belonged to, like a Trailblazer group, but it was a bunch of men out in the woods. I went to a group and I said, hey, I'm thinking about running a marathon and I just can't get myself motivated. And one of the men 22 years ago, he said, I've always wanted to run a marathon. He said, I'll train with you. Now you have accountability. So first you have to have commitment. Then you have to have accountability. And I'm not saying somebody's going to, listen, I don't buy into this BS about hold me accountable. I will punch you in the head. I am not holding you accountable, okay? I will ask you if you did what you said you were going to do when you said you were going to do it. I will show up at the time we agree to. And if you're not there, you might get a hit in the head next time I see you. But I'm not going to run to your house, put on your shoes for you, and drag you out. That ain't the kind of accountability. I'm saying make a commitment to someone else and show up. Get someone else to play with in this thing. I did it alone, and I realized I didn't eat my own chow in that regard. If you have somebody that you say, okay, we're going to study, I know we do it in our Salesforce Saturday group, somebody steps up and they have a weekly class, but you need that buddy. And I actually recommend 2 for a triangle of accountability. And that is, let's say David and Elio and I are in a triangle, right? I know we're in the board right now, but I'm going to report into David that I did what I said I was going to do this week. And David's going to report to Elio, and Elio's going to report to me. So when you have a dyad, it's easy for somebody to go, oh, yeah, thanks for reminding me. I did mine too. But if I have an in and an out accountability, I got to tell you, this has been magical for most of my courses. You've got to have triad or quad, or you could have more. We could all go in a circle, but it's I report to you, and the next person reports all the way around, and you daisy chain it around until it comes back and somebody's reporting to you. Just commitments. I'm going to do this. I'm going to finish this trail. I'm going to do this. And if you need help, here's the third part. Ask. Ask for help. This community is built. This platform is built to the number one. I got to tell you, I didn't believe all this hype and this stuff early on. I was a naysayer. But I got to tell you, I've gone out to the community and asked for help, and people have delivered. And I don't do it just for vets, but I do it special for vets. So make a commitment. Trick a buddy into helping you and joining you. Trick somebody into joining you to do it. Whatever you got to do, get them to say yes. And then have that circle of accountability where you just create the cadence and you follow the cadence, right? That's it. You'll get to it or you'll die first. Those are your only 2 options, right? You'll get certified or die. That's it. Doesn't matter how long it takes. If the goal is worth pursuing,